And welcome to the program. Now, UK Home Secretary Priti Patel unveiled the government's new immigration policy, announcing sweeping reforms to streamline the way in which people enter into the United Kingdom. The post-Brexit changes will include the border being managed digitally and a digital visa regime like the United States. This includes introduction of electronic travel authorization to pre-check travelers to the United Kingdom. Tightening immigration rules were key promises of the Johnson government, who argued for leaving the EU in Britain's 2016 Brexit referendum, reasserting that the government was not anti-immigration. Patel added that she was proud of her British Indian background. Under the new plans, coming to the UK without a visa or immigration status will have to apply for an American-style electronic travel authorization. The Home Office expects around 30 million ETA or ETA applications to be processed each year. The new system will also allow the government to ban serious and dangerous foreign criminals. Patel also mentioned BNO visas to be issued by the government to help Hong Kong. This means that if someone is from Hong Kong and is a British national, they and their family members can apply for a British national overseas visa.
Under my plan, the Home Secretary will be able to grant citizenship in compelling and exceptional circumstances where someone has suffered historical unfairnesses beyond their control. And Global Britain isn't just a slogan, it's a philosophy that underpins everything we do. Earlier this month, I signed a groundbreaking agreement with India. It tackles illegal migration, both in the UK and India, accelerating the process of those who have no legal right to stay. But it also gives opportunities to thousands of British and Indian citizens to live and work legally in each other's countries. This agreement shows the way forward as we strive for a new gold standard for immigration.
Well, for more on this story, WION's London Bureau Chief Mandy Clark is joining us live from London. Mandy, good to see you and thank you very much for joining us. How will the digital visa regime improve the existing system?
Well, it's completely a step change for what lies before. This is kind of in the aftermath of Brexit. We didn't get a lot of details on how it's going to work. It's just going to be modeled similarly to the American system, but there will have to be a lot of work in the background to make sure it runs smoothly. Thousands will go through the system. They are working on it, as we understand, but this is really to slow down the amount of EU nationals that come through the border. That was the free movement of people during the Brexit referendum. That has all changed, and this is the new system that she wants to put in place.
Let's talk about what the changes that Patel talked about. What are the major changes that have been brought in to correct what Secretary Patel says are anomalies acquired over the years, you think?
She even used stronger language than that. You're right. She said it's broken and it needs to be fixed. What she really focuses on was the asylum system that currently is in place, where she wanted to stop people traveling into the UK by spontaneous means, meaning by the backs of trucks or trying to cross over by boats illegally. She wants to stop that and not process any asylum seekers that come through that way. She made it clear that she's not anti-refugee, that she spoke about her past and many of the other instances where British has welcomed refugees. They're an important part of the makeup of Britain, but she wants people to use legal routes rather than these illegal routes. And she made it absolutely clear that Britain can't take on the world's refugees, but they want to take priority for the refugees that do travel through legal routes. She also wanted to encourage academics and scientists to come to make it a truly global Britain and encourage that level of immigration to come to Britain as well.
Mandy, my last question to you. The Home Secretary said that her government is not anti-immigration, citing her own example of Indian roots. However, she says that the government will speed up the process of removing the people who should not be in UK, who is likely to be worst hit. And what more can you share about this process, you think?
Well, it's not obvious exactly right now who will be worst hit. I think we can really look at the EU nationals. The EU has complained the way they're being currently treated. There is a feeling that they will get targeted now that the deadline is looming for them to apply for settlement status. So anyone who hasn't applied and is remaining illegally, they're going to really target those people who are staying without a legal framework. So there is a suspicion that they will be targeted first. She made it clear also that the UK and India had signed an agreement which she really held up as kind of like the gold standard she would like to do with other countries. And this really highlights that both nations will work hard to remove illegal residents in both countries, but really encourage and help settle those people who want to travel legally. She made it clear that she's going to really target people who are not using those legal routes.
Mandy Clark, live in London, thank you very much.